From terrible colour choices to supersized screens, here are automotive fads that we need to die or just stop altogether. The automotive world, as well as the car scene, seems to make trends from time to time, and they come and go like seasons. But I think we can all agree that there are trends here that absolutely need to stop, not only because we don't like it, but it's also impacting the rest of us on the road. We have to look at your ugly bonnets or terrible big wheels from the manufacturer. Here are some things that definitely need to be deleted from the car scene. Car trends in the car society and automotive industry are getting out of hand, and some of them are absolutely crazy. It almost doesn't matter where you go in the world, you will always see a blacked out car, and this is a trend that has been going on for probably the last 20 years, I feel, almost when rappers decided to give us examples of cars that were completely blacked out, and at the time maybe they were cool, but now in 2023 and going into 2024, absolutely not. They are actually, in my opinion, even more hideous designs than they used to be. Take example an Aston Martin DBX all blacked out. That is not a car that should be all blacked out. It just doesn't look right, and in my opinion, you paid way too much for a car that looks awful on black trims. The whole thing needs to stop. I like a little bit of black in the car, but the fact that when you black a car out makes it seem to be even more aggressive and sinister, which can look good in some cases, but only if you give it the right paint. And let's be honest, I don't know why people do it. You're going to be so warm inside anyway when it comes around to summer. A lot of people typically just decide to get rid of their car and get a new one. Don't forget, in hot countries, a lot of people have white cars because they're black, where it absorbs too much heat. Let's be honest, all these blacked out cars need to stop. They didn't look good anyway, they never did look good, and your neighbour probably thinks you're a bit weird.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, it really helps me out. I hope you enjoy the car content.
Number 2 is ugly sports SUVs. We've seen a lot of growth and rise in SUVs over the last 5 to 10 years, and they've been becoming more sporty and popular, but also be getting smaller as an SUV and not actually meant to go off-road. And it seems like it's a large footprint waste. I get the design choice, it's nice, but functionally it just doesn't work. I like the fact that it's popular to have that car and quite fast to race against your average saloon car, but when it comes to like an Audi SUV sort of wagon, this is just terrible functionality and doesn't actually carry any more than your usual estate car, which is a lot cheaper on the market. Why opt for a massive car if it's got a ridiculous trunk size or boot size that gain any storage gains just because it looks slightly better or has slightly more horsepower? You won't be able to get your dog in it. Nobody wants to race you. Let's be honest, that is a trend that needs to end. Number 3 is a small one, but Reimagined Gears. Suddenly we don't have a gear stick anymore, let alone a gear stick for the automatic cars, and then suddenly we've got some awful looking shaped computer mouse button that doesn't actually move into each position. Just give us a good old fashioned gear stick that locks into position so we know the car is safely in and out of gear. Reimagined Gears are not useful, look awful, and probably aren't good for people learning to drive. And why do they keep adding so many gears? Number 4 is one we can definitely all get behind, and this is massive plastic grills that look like Darth Vader's face. No one, and I mean no one I've ever seen has opted or wanted this on their car. I've seen cars like this, unfortunately, probably from the manufacturer, but I've never actually seen that many on the road, and thankfully it's trying to stay like that is the ideal situation here. It's kind of been started particularly by BMW in this case, but also a lot of German brands and other brands have now caught on to this idea that massive grills and intakes have to be a big thing. Let's be honest, I think it's the ugliest thing that's ever happened when they put it on a Yaris and made it look like a catfish. BMW, Lexus and Audi have also been doing this a lot, and it's really a poor design choice, and I've never really seen anyone rave about it, so yeah, let's just stop this one please. Number 5 is sticker bombing. Yes, this is at the car community and scene here, but while I do love a good sticker, it's fair to say a sticker bomb is absolutely awful. You can't keep doing this when you're going into your 40s. Can you imagine someone in their 40s with a Renault Clio that is continuously sticker bombing their car to the max? It just doesn't look good. I like 1 or 2 stickers, they definitely do tell a story sometimes, especially if you have an Instagram, but please do not keep doing this. It's ugly, doesn't always look good on your rear window, and everyone's probably thinking, what is this person? Oh, I can't respect all builds. Number 6 is big wheels, and particularly big wheels or ugly wheels from the manufacturer where they come out like plastic and they're supposed to be eco with inverted commas. Wheels, and big wheels in particular, are the enemy of performance, as everyone or car enthusiast would know. You need to have big wheels to clear big brakes, sure, but even then there's no reason for big wheels on standard cars to just be so ugly that they take up the whole car itself. The fact is that 17-inch wheels offer plenty of room to stout braking performance, but it would just be fine if they were slightly smaller for the most part, because a lot of people don't need ugly wheels. This also goes for people who just buy them for their car aftermarket and then make them look even more uglier than anything else that's above 18-inch. With better brake pads and bigger brakes, but that's all you really need.
Don't forget to subscribe if you like car content.